to the #1 fastest way to create passive income online. This is going to be a powerful webinar. This is going to be based on experiences that we've had as we go. What I want you to do, and many of you know this already, but stick around until the end of the webinar, certainly for as long as you can possibly do so, because we're going to be revealing some things, some important things that you'll get as we go through. We're going to be covering mainly the 4 keys to passive internet income. There's 4 boxes right there, and this whole process is a cycle, and the whole thing doesn't work if you don't have one of the things in place. So as we go through, pay attention, get out your notepad, get out a pen and paper, and get ready to take some notes, because we're going to be dropping some golden nuggets as we go through as well, and we're going to be filling in these blanks as we go. Again, stick around until the end of the webinar if you have taken part in a little competition that I did a couple of days ago, and congratulations for everybody who took part in that, took action, and you're going to get a copy of Wake Up Motivated, which is my latest product that I haven't even launched yet. So there's some people on here that's going to be getting that, so absolutely fantastic. I'm just checking through some of the comments there. I can see that a few people still can't hear, but pretty sure everybody else can. So here we go. So let me, by show of hands, and most people know where the hand raising button is, but there's a little hand icon at the top. But would you like to make more money right now than you're currently making on the internet? Please raise your hands, because I want to make sure that we're in the right place here. I want to make sure that you guys want what we have to talk about. Now, there's still some hands down, so I take it the rest of you guys either don't know where the button is or you're happy where you are. But being as though you're on this webinar, you probably do want some more money. And would you like to have more free time to do the things that you enjoy to do in your life? If you have extra cash and extra money, now you have more free time to be able to do that. Would you like that? Again, raise your hands. And this is a participation webinar. I don't want this to be just you guys sitting there passively like maybe you do on some webinars, because that's not how we learn, is it? We learn when we get fully immersed into the environment. Now, some people I know, some people I don't know, and I'm guessing that right now many of you are in a similar position where you may be, there may be this kind of barrier or this kind of blockage that's in front of you. There's something that's stopping you achieving the goals that you want to achieve. There's something that's stopping you living the lifestyle. And let's say right now you're at point A and you must be following some kind of strategy to be making the money that you're currently making. Again, hands up guys, raise your hands who'd agree that in order to be getting the results that you're currently getting and the income you're currently getting, you must be following some kind of strategy. Keep the hands raising, keep the hands coming up. I can only see a few, that's better, here we go. There must be something that you're doing, and the problem is that the internet is designed to grab your attention. And again, who'd agree with me there? Because it takes your attention away all the time and it pulls you in multiple directions, which means there's no certainty in what you do every day. You know, sometimes you get on your blog, sometimes you go on Facebook, you try affiliate marketing, you try all these things, but there's no real plan for you, is there? And there's no group of people to share that journey with. There's no mentor, there's no friend to say, hey, just do this. You know, if you follow this plan, you will be successful. Just out of interest, guys, who here has a full-time day job as well right now? Who is actually working in a full-time job whilst trying to build your business? Information overload. Graham, I think it was, who said that. Absolutely. Guys, again, raise your hand. How many people are in a full-time job? It looks like there's not that many people in a full-time job right now, which is fantastic because there must be a lot of people here that have financial independence if that's the case. So, awesome. Guys, I'm guessing that, and from the people I speak to, most people, and you may be included in that, you want to be on the other side of this barrier, this other mountain, this thing that's in the way. Maybe you just need somebody to come along and say, hey, just follow this strategy, put their arm on your shoulder and say, here's the plan, this is what you need to do. And if you follow these steps, you'll be successful. So then you can have the certainty that when you work on your internet business every single day, you're doing the right things, that you're not just wasting time. Because, again, wouldn't you agree that a lot of the time we spend on the internet is wasted. And just type into the box there if you feel that every so often you waste time whilst on the internet, every so often you get distracted. There's other things coming along. Does that all make sense? Just type again, yes, absolutely, yes, yes, all the time, often, often. I know, and because I teach a lot of productivity, this is one of the things that we find: distraction, distraction, distraction. So if we could show you some strategies and some ideas that could get you from point A to point B, is that something that would be of interest to you? Because I only want to be teaching you the kind of stuff that you want to learn. So again, type into the box, let us know, take part in this, because when you immerse yourself fully is when you get the biggest learnings. So let me just ask really quickly before I get into just a little bit more about the background, is I just want to ask you if you feel comfortable right now in life. And that looks quite painful, doesn't it? And me and Jim have had a chuckle about that a few times. But wouldn't you agree that you only get compelled to do things, money only comes to you when you have a reason, a motivation, a drive to get up in the morning, to feel good, to help other people, to make a difference in the world? That's when things start to change. And when you're in pain, is when you make a difference. Now, who's comfortable here right now? I've seen a few people said they've got partners that have got good jobs, etc. There must be some kind of, you must maybe comfortable in life. I don't know. But how many people are comfortable here? Again, or are you desperate for money? You know, you're desperate, otherwise you can't live. Because one of the challenges, and I hate to break this to you, but people that are comfortable in life, comfortable with the money they've got, will probably never make this work. And there's a reason for that, isn't there? There's a reason if you're not hungry enough for that money. The reason is that it's when you're in pain with your back to the wall that you make things work. It's literally when you're down to your last dollar, your last penny, your last cent, when your spouse is about to leave you. It's when you're about to lose your house due to the repayments that you haven't been able to keep up. That's when you take action, isn't it? That's when you do something. It's when you have to make it work. And this is why I think if you are comfortable right now, you've got to dig deep. You've got to find the reasons, the motivation to compel you to get forward. So let me just tell you a little bit more about my background. Some of you will have heard some of this, but not all of it. It was October 2005. I worked in a Carphone warehouse. I hated my job. And after about 5 years, I finally quit. I was making about $1,200 per month, which is about, $1,500, which is about £1,200 per month, which was just about enough for me to live, other than the fact that I had an incredibly demanding ex-girlfriend called Sadie. Now, this was many, many years ago, and actually I couldn't find a picture of Sadie, so I found somebody that looked very, very similar to Sadie, blue eyes, blonde hair. She was demanding, and yeah, she wasn't that nice. Let's put it that way. But if I wanted to keep her, I needed to make more money. And for 7 months, I literally tried everything. I tried surveys, auction sites, eBay, forex trading, gambling sites, network marketing, you name it. I tried it, and nothing worked at all. And she said to me, "Gavin, I've had enough. If you don't make some money soon, I'm leaving you." So this is me having my back to the wall, guys. I was about to lose the love of my life, and it got me a little bit depressed, as you can imagine. Can you imagine about to leave the love of your life, but then at the same time, they're not very nice, that they want money all the time and they want me to do things. And anyway, a couple of days later, I kind of realized what I needed to do to get this, to be able to keep her at least. And I contacted a pro gambler friend of mine called Tony, and I asked him if he'd be willing to allow me to sell his gambling system and market it as an ebook online. And that's exactly what happened. You know, within 5 days, Tony had sent me the whole package back. He'd sent me the PDFs, the videos, etc. And all I had to do was turn it into an information product and then sell it. The only problem was, and can you guess what the problem was back then when I just started? And that was, I had no clue how to do it. I had nobody to show me, and it was probably the biggest mistake of my life, literally. Eventually, I started to put it together. It was called The Layer's Edge, and the website is still active now. It's signed off by Tony at the bottom, but it's my product effectively. And I remember spending the next 3 months literally pulling my hair out, trying to put this whole product together, writing the sales letter, the graphics, the website, the technical problems, the database, the files. It was a complete nightmare. And to make matters worse, I ended up spending over £3,000 at the time, which was my own savings, because I had to then outsource most of the work to get it done. And finally, the site was ready to launch, and I remember sitting in my bedroom, just worrying. I was nervous, and my heart was pumping, my heart was racing, thinking, I'm going to push the button to make this live in a second. Does it work? I've tried all the lay systems out there. It did back then, Graham, but I think it probably, I don't know, to be honest now. I still own the site, but that industry is completely gone for me. The next morning I pressed the button. The next morning I jumped out of bed feeling incredibly excited to get to the computer to find out how many sales I've made. And do you know what happened? Do you know what happened when I turned ClickBank on? When I logged in? What do you think happened? Do you think there was a lot of money there, or do you think there was no money there? Type into the box, guys. What do you think happened? None. Zero. have you been reading my slides?
Oh, negative 3,000. Yeah, that's a good one.
No, you're right. And there was nothing there. Absolutely nothing. And I was completely devastated at the time, literally to the point where I wanted to bite my keyboard. And as you can see there, I have bitten my keyboard in absolute frustration before. But to make matters worse, Sadie left me for another guy a couple of weeks later, literally a couple of weeks later. And I was completely at rock bottom. My life was over in that respect. But I don't know if anyone, boo-hoo, I don't know if anyone's ever been in that position before where, and again, type into the box, let me know, have you ever been in a position where you think it's the end and you're never going to be able to continue, and then all of a sudden something happens, something changes, and over the next 12 months, know about it, Kylie, I've heard what happened, I know it's not great, but over the next 12 months I ended up spending over £9,000 buying courses, buying software to learn from, to educate myself to make this work. And wouldn't you agree, again, type into the box again, wouldn't you agree that education is the key? Absolutely the key. From all the stuff you've done, how have you managed to change your approach? How have you managed to change your life? That is by investing in yourself, in your mind, in order to help you change the strategies. Personal development, Graham says yes, Arthur says yes, Mark says yes. Education is the key, application is the next key, followed by action, investing in knowledge. Completely, guys. And so I invested in myself, I educated myself, and out of nowhere, I then had an email from a lady called Mary Ann, and she owned a website called bettingbots.com. Now, I don't know if she still owns that website, but bettingbots.com is still around as far as I know. She said she wanted to partner with me and promote the Layer's Edge out to her list. I have never done this before with anyone, and I said, yeah, fair play. What happens? She says, well, all I need to do is set up a ClickBank account, which I've already got. Then I need to get your link, and I'll just send a message out. I had no idea how big her list was at the time. And so she said, all right, I'm going to do an email out to my list tonight. And obviously, I hadn't done anything about this for like 12 months and completely forgot about it. And I went out to the pub and got wasted. Now, this was me quite a few years ago, wearing some rather silly glasses. You can see there. But I went out with my friends. I completely forgot about everything else and just had a great time, and got home about 11:30 at night, turned on the computer, feeling worse for wear. In fact, I didn't know whether the screen was telling me the right things or not, but I remember opening up my ClickBank account, and I remember looking in there, and what I saw gave me complete and utter faith. It gave me renewed faith in the process that originally I thought wasn't going to work for me. And what I saw was over $6,359 in sales in only 4 hours since I'd gone out to the pub. And she'd gone and sent out an email to her list. I still don't know how big it was, but I'd made a lot of sales and a lot of money and a lot of income. And over the next, the next period of time, those checks kept coming in. And that was because I created that thing that I set up once that then brought me an income in on a weekly and a monthly basis. You know, $11,000, $12,000 weeks, $7,000 weeks. I know this is this was a change of, as I said, this was the change of my life completely. And guys, I know this happened to me, and I was very fortunate that it happened. But I just want you to know that I'm a real person. I'm just like you. I'm nobody special. You know, fortunately, I managed to get rid of, or Sadie went years and years and years ago. And guys, how many people know of Lottie, my little daughter? Again, just type into the box. You've followed our story, haven't you? I think so far, and my beautiful wife Pippa. I think most of you know. Just type in, yep, you know, yep. She's cute. She just had a big operation, and I mean, she's doing well. I know she's awake now. I was telling most of you guys that she was in bed before, but I've just heard her crying. So what I want to do is just move on to, just so you know how Jim and I met, because obviously I've taken the floor for the last 15 minutes. Before we get into main content, Jim, I don't know if you just want to explain just a little bit.
Oh yeah, Gavin, appreciate your story there, and goodness, the success you had, and the pieces that came together for the puzzle for you. You know, for us, for the way we started off, I didn't know you. I was actually out searching for daily methods of operations. I know as I was looking online, working with some people online, I kept sensing that there was project management, some kind of a daily method operation that people were pulling off that they weren't telling us about. So did a quick search on daily method of operations, ended up finding your daily routine that you had published in your blog, and noticed that you had included project management. Nobody was talking about project management, and here you had talked about it. And I said, this looks like somebody I want to have on my radio show. So I extended an outreach to you and said, hey, Gavin, would you be willing to share and talk about your daily routine on the radio show? And you apparently said, yeah, I'd be happy to do that. So that's what we jumped off together. When you came onto the radio show itself, getting things done fast through your daily method of operation ended up becoming huge because we connected on so many points. I've got a stack full of books on getting things done here, and you were the expert on it, no question. And so between those two things coming together, it was great to get to know you then. And working together since has been fabulous. But that's how we got started. But I think you did some checking on who I was as that process went about, didn't you?
Yeah, well, definitely. And I mean, I normally do that. If I'm going to be working with somebody, I want to know who they are. So I looked around Google. I looked at Jim's radio show. I saw he'd got this radio show. I saw he'd created multiple products, you know, profitable producers, amongst others, which you'll see in a little while. And I saw that Teach Jim was this guy who positions himself. He gets to know the top experts, and he builds good relationships with them. And I saw on his radio show he'd interviewed people like Anne Sieg. Guys, who has heard of Anne Sieg before? Again, type into the box. Let us know if you know who Anne Sieg is, if you've heard of Mike Klingler before, if you've heard of the MLSP leaders, Norbert Olwich, whose name I always get wrong, and what's the other guy's name?
Brian Finale.
Brian Finale.
Yep. Brian Finale.
So most of you guys know these people. They're top industry earners, basically, top earners. And I just wanted to kind of highlight this, Jim, because I remember seeing this video, and you know, Anne Sieg, you with Anne Sieg, having a kind of an interview chat with her when she says, I trust Jim, he's awesome, he's helped us out in Salt Lake City, it was a lifesaver, Jim does excellent work and he way over delivers. And I just wanted to bring that up because working with you, Jim, has really opened my mind to a lot of things, and I can honestly say that you do way over deliver, and some of the stuff that you give and the information and the way you help people is absolutely phenomenal. So I completely agree with Anne Sieg right there.
Well, thank you so much. You know, the working with Anne was great. She'd actually had a webinar here, a seminar here in Salt Lake, and I became the technical backend for her, setting up her cameras, running her webinar, and interacting with all her staff. So it was a lot of fun. But Gavin, working together with you has been phenomenal too, because not only are you an effective worker and deliver on that, but you've got a way of thinking and working that really delivers. It delivers on the details, and that's the fun part of this. So anyway, with that all said, enough of this about us. It's all about who we've got online here with us and where we're going with this. So
yep.
I know that there's talking with leaders and common people that have leadership capabilities, you start to see some common threads. You and I both know that as we've interviewed others, as we've gone to courses, as we've read these people's materials, they have a number of things that are in common. So let's ask you attenders here, if you type in the box again, what do you think it is that these people have in common? Okay, money, yeah, sure. A couple other things. What do they have in common?
Smart, yeah.
Smart, absolutely.
Mindset, determination,
Determination,
leverage.
leverage, influence. Oh, yes. Never give up. Oh, great. Persistence and focus. Yeah, a lot of the similarities here. And those are some of the things that we saw also as we've interviewed them. They definitely have these strengths, but the other thing that they have in common is they all have 168 hours a week. They only have 24 hours a day, just like you and I, and they've somehow mastered the way or the ability to leverage themselves into these positions they sit in. And in fact, as I've interviewed some of these different leaders, I had an experience once. I was interviewing Mike Klingler, and I asked him, how were you able to jump? And he said it was actually riskier not to take the jump into what would appear risky to everybody else. I thought about that a lot and said, if leaders think in that kind of a way, jumping into a risky situation is really less riskier than staying where they're comfortable. Wow, interesting thought. And then when talking to Norbert Olowitz, head of MLSP, he was $100,000 in debt, $10,000 investment into a company with 2 months before bankruptcy, and then spent $2,000 on how to learn how to do PPC in that process. Amazing. Here he is, totally looked like back against the wall, devastated, and yet makes these kinds of decisions that push him out in a different direction. From that, I learned one thing, and I'd write this one down. Leaders see the rewards beyond the risk. They're able to see somehow past the reward. They're able to see into past the risk and into the reward. So leaders see the rewards beyond the risk. So if you're going to be a leader, you've got to know how to leverage, push these things forward, and see the reward past the risk. And so that's indeed where we are, isn't it? It's truly where we sit in our own place as we strive to gain and develop these skills ourselves. So I know we're talking about passive income today. I wanted to get that ball rolling, if you will. And I say that, get the ball rolling, okay, and I say that laughingly, but really, passive income comes because of effort that you've put in up front. You put in effort up front, you push the ball to the top of the hill, and then you let go, and it takes off rolling, and you enjoy those checks just coming in. In fact, Gavin, your story of running off to the pub and not even thinking about any money and having come back and having an account full, that's pretty awesome. That's a great way to be. Reminds me of the time I was sitting down here and took a lunch break, ran upstairs, ate lunch with my wife, and came back down, and there was $300 in my account, and said, I think I can go have lunch again today.
Yeah, guys, who would want something like that? I mean, again, type into the box. I need you to stay active, focused, engaged. I can see a lot of people now starting to switch their screens, and I know what this is like. You naturally want to go looking at Facebook. You might be in your email right now. You might be on Skype. But guys, come on, stay with us, because it's when you focus that you learn. It's when you pay attention that you learn. Write things down. Who else would want a passive income that comes in whilst you do other things? Awesome.
Amen.
Me too.
That's right.
Of course. Amen. Arthur, Pearlie, Leslie, Stephen, Willie. Yes, 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 yes. Christian,
all strong points. Yeah. Absolutely. And so that's why we're here. What is the #1 fastest way to a passive income online? And that's really the secret we're delivering on today. Why are you here? Well, it's to get the answer to that question. And so that's where we're going. But we've identified 4 keys that make up that one single fastest way. When these 4 things are together, then you have exactly what it is that you need for this passive income. In fact, to me, it's gotten to the point where it's a recipe. It's just you put the right ingredients in and you get the right results out. If you want to have a cake, you're going to have to follow the recipe for a cake. You can't do recipe for cookies and expect cake to come out. So you're going to have to kind of stay with that recipe that you hope to get the end results. And so what are the key pieces? Well, first off, we just identified one here. The ability to identify those key elements, the pieces that matter most, and putting them into the right places to pull off getting the end result. And so one of the places that if you're going to have a business, you have to have something to sell. You have to have something to offer a value. Not only something to offer a value, but something that adds value to you, adds value to your customers. So that's got to be created. Yeah, cake is good. I love it. And so creating a product is where we start. Yeah, sell a cake. That's right. Have a cake sale. Awesome.
Out of interest, who has ever baked a cake before? Again, just type into the box and men. Yeah, guys, I'm quite happy if you
Okay.
lots
Okay.
of
Typing
times, yeah,
box. Yeah,
it was
that's great.
bad. Yeah, Arthur, it
Oh,
was bad.
failed.
Failed. Did you follow a recipe? That would be my question. I didn't at the time. Lots of cakes.
A burnt cake as opposed to a bunt cake. Yeah, I love it. And so you know the idea that when you put all the right pieces in the right proportions and you put it and follow those instructions, you come away with something that actually works. Creating a product becomes the foundation for an online business for yourself. And so that's exactly what happens next for each of us. If Gavin has a talent and skill for being productive, and so have I looked at these things, but more and more I keep looking at Gavin's stuff going, my goodness, this tool on the left here, the results machine, when he came out with it, I used it and it actually nearly doubled my productivity because it kept me on focus, kept me right on task. And so when you have that kind of a product that's delivering for you, it's adding value to your customers, it's placing you as an expert as a deliverer of the tool, and it provides a mechanism for dollars and cents in exchange of value. And this idea that Gavin has of the online, the double your business productivity, huge. There isn't anybody in business that doesn't want to double that productivity, and so that's why this has become so popular. Gavin, I think, isn't this the one that you've sold quite a while? I know one time it was a little lower price, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's such a demand for it, guys. And again, just type into the box productivity, time management, overwhelm, frustration. Again, are you in that position? Do you feel that right now? Type in again. Yes, you are. And a lot of people are. And this is why I had to raise the price because the demand got so high. Eventually, I took it off the market because, well, I want to relaunch it again in a good sense. I want to bring a lot more people in. So in order to take it off because the demand's so high, overwhelm, Willie, yes, Stephen, yes, Graham, and well, exactly what you said, Jim. I've noticed certainly consulting with a lot of people that overwhelm and overload and having too much to do is one of the biggest challenges that people face online. Just just out of interest, again, guys, how many people here have got something to sell right now? Something they can make money on today if you were to know how to do it. Have you got a product? Have you got something? Are you part of an affiliate program? An affiliate program kind of isn't the same. Having your own product, your own system in place to leverage that is most important. So there's some yeses, there's some nos there. I know a lot of people don't have, and that's the problem. Something on ClickBank, working on another product on her. Awesome. Yes, yes. No, Holly. So yeah, I mean we've got a mixed bunch, but great. So some of you guys have already got part of part one in place.
Well, and that product really becomes a foundation for a business. But there's some other elements that have to be in place too. Having a killer product is a starting place. It, again, sets you as an expert, identifies with your audience, gives them the value that you want to have. But there's some other parts that come into play on this. One of those that has astonished me, it's kind of fun to think about. If I have a product and it's sitting on the shelf, it's not going anywhere. It's just sitting on the shelf. And yet, how do I put it into, well, Gavin, why don't you move that next slide, I think, if we can. We've got a kind of a fun one here. The second key to passive income is to be able to go to the ATM machine and press go, right? Give me cash, give me cash, give me cash. Actually, this is kind of a funny thinking about it. If you have an ATM machine and you run up there, who's giving you the cash actually? Is it the machine, or is there a green little dwarf in the back? Blue Smurf maybe? Who do you got going back there doing that? You and I both know it's not the machine. Somebody's not back there physically counting out the cash and slipping it under the window. The banks wanted to get away from that. So what do? Well, they put the machine in place. They put the cash into the machine, and the machine does the calculations and hands you the cash that's delivered. What does that mean? Well, that means that they've got a system together. This automation and a system is what you need to have next in your business. What kind of system would you be talking about? Well, your product is going to be your product's going to be delivered out the front, and you want to have it in the back end so you don't have to go out and hand each one to each person that comes by. And that's exactly what's happening here. This is actually some screenshots from a product that Gavin's released, and he has a capture page where you put in your email address. He has a landing page that tells you not to waste your time anymore and gives you some countdown. And then he's got a sales page where you actually go make the purchase, and when you make the purchase, it delivers the goods to you. Notice that this is like the ATM. Finish out the front end of the machine, capture page, landing page, sales page, and then get the cash on the back end. Dollars and cents coming to you automated. An automated system for delivering value to your customer and accepting and receiving the cash in exchange for that value.
Very powerful.
Important stuff. In fact, Gavin, it's huge to me to think about the value that can come out of this. When you have an actual product, it's put into a system, some certain things can happen in terms of the amount of sales you can make on a regular basis because you can handle them without even being there.
Yeah, and I don't think people realize how much money can be made through creating your own product. So what I want to do is get you guys to write this down. I want you to pull out a calculator. You've either got your phones with you, you've either got a calculator on your computer. I'm just going to pull up Notepad now. I want you to do this exercise alongside me. So guys, type into the box again, are you ready? Do you have a notepad? Do you have a calculator? Are you ready to type this out or to kind of type the answers out as we go through here? Because that's it, awesome. Because we need to be active, we need to be motivated, because when you see the true power of this, the true potential of this, and the income potential, and at the bottom of this screen you will see these results aren't typical and most people never achieve them. And I hate to say that, and I have to say that, should I say, is because it's true. And because most people don't achieve it is because most people don't take the action. And I know you guys have already said in here, I've already seen the words action, take action, do things different. I've seen that before from you, so I know you guys are ready to play full out. But let's just say you've got a product which is $197. So you've created your own product, you've got it systemized now you're ready to sell it. $197. That's how much you're selling your product for. So you're going to be, because you're relatively new to this, you're going to be doing this, you don't know how to get traffic to it yet. So you're going to contact some affiliates, just like I did with Marianne from Betting Bots when she sold the Layer's Edge. And you're going to pay them a 50% commission from that. So just work out for me and type into the box what the answer is. You're going to pay 50% commission to affiliates. So how much does that leave you left? Just type into the box 98.50, 98.50, 98.50. Okay, so you get 98.50 per sale and your affiliate gets the rest, which is a 98.50, which is fair, isn't it? Because that's money that you earn from not doing anything. Because once your affiliates pick it up, then that's where you start to make the money from, because they start to send a lot of traffic. Now let's just say you've been doing this for 6 months, you've been doing this for a little bit longer, and now you're at the point where you're making around about 10 sales per day. 10 sales per day. So if I just put 10 per day. Now what I want you to do is tell me what 98.50 times 10 is. 98.50 times 10, 985. 985 per what? 985 per day. Now, obviously, these figures are big figures, but let me tell you this. This is one source of traffic from affiliates where you're paying the affiliate the other half of the commission. You still end up with 985 per day. Now, how much is that per month? Times that by 30. Times that by 30 and tell me what that would do to your life if you were earning that kind of money. And again, results aren't typical, but there you go, $29,550. That's close to 30 grand a month from selling 10 products per day, from having just affiliates, so not even driving your own traffic, where you get 100% of the cash. Now, let's just say, hey, 10 sales per day, I'm just getting started. Hang on, not quite ready there yet. Let's just bring that down to 5 per day. Do the maths on that for a second. 5 sales per day at 98.50. Let me just type this in. Tell me what that comes to, please. Some people are jumping well ahead here. All right, well, let's jump straight to the per month, because I can see some of you guys are fast at this. So 14,775 per month. Guys, if you had that extra cash coming in, what would you do with it? Tell me that. Where would you go? Would you fire your boss, effectively? Would you go on holiday? Would you send your kids to private school? Type in, where would you go? What would you do? And that's 15 grand a month, yeah? That's going to make a big difference, isn't it? But let's just say, again, it's still not quite achievable yet. I still don't feel I'm quite ready, because I'm just getting started. So what about 1 sale per day? 1 sale per day. Now, who believes that if you had a product to sell if you had the strategies in place, that you would be able to make at least one sale per day. Again, type into the box, let me know, do you believe that you could do that? Because I need easy. Yep, Graham, fantastic. Yes, Mark. Willie, yes, of course, Donna, Pearly. So as long as you've got the right strategies in place, as long as you know how to do it, you could make one sale per day. So, okay, so what's the maths on that? 98.50, well, that's 98.50 per day, isn't it? What's that per month? Times 30 equals, how much have we got? There we go, $2,955 per month. Now, it doesn't look quite as appealing as the top figure, does it? But hey, what would that do? Nice spare change, Donna says. $3,000 a month, Willie. What would that do for your life? Did I see another question there? Where would you go again? Would that make a difference? The problem is for me that I don't think I can create as a newbie a 197 product. Christian, it completely depends. I mean, I've taken people through our program many times that didn't know what they could do, didn't understand the process, and it's possible. It's the value that you give the product. As long as you hit the pain points and the challenges that other people have, and that's where we come in, helping you and showing you how to do it, then you can charge whatever you want. There's people charging $2-3 grand for a product. And it's all reused knowledge, isn't it? It's knowledge that other people have got as we go. So guys, could you see that? Yeah, and just to reiterate, love it, that's what I do. At this point, of course you will. Kylie, great point, helps move things forward. Double I'm on at the moment, says Graham, get rid of my job. Could quit my job. So let me just get rid of this slide. But can you see the potential there? Because between us, over the last 5 years for me, Jim and I have created 15 different products. I've created 11 information products, and as I said before, the biggest thing for me when I saw Layer's Edge selling like that, I thought, well, do you know what the biggest question was when I saw Layer's Edge selling like that and making that much money? And the question I had was, how do I replicate it? How do I duplicate it? How do I get it so I can create multiple ones of these little pots of income so they come in on a regular basis? And Jim, I know Jim's created, there's at least 4 products there from memory that Jim's gone through this process as well. And you know, I love creating something once and getting the benefit from it. Again, guys, who would love to create something once and reap the rewards from it time and time again? You can see here a couple of my latest products, Wake Up Motivated, Double Your Business Productivity, the Results Machine, which you have seen there. Now what I want you to do is just get your pen and paper out again, which hopefully you've got in front of you, or your Evernote, as somebody said earlier, which you've been following my advice. Absolutely fantastic. I want you to write these dates down. Which is May the 12th to July the 7th, 2012. Write them down on a piece of paper, May the 12th to July the 7th, 2012. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. But here's what we did. Here's what Jim and I did. And we started talking at I forget exactly how long ago it was. It was well over 12 months ago, if not
yeah,
long.
It's over a year ago. Just over a year ago, we started sharing ideas. Yep. Had the
And
radio show and then carried on the conversation. So
yeah, completely. And we were both immersed at the time in our own. Guys, I just want to reiterate here, just stay on the line because we're going to be finishing the key points shortly as well, plus giving you some extra content. So I just want to make sure we're about halfway through at the moment. Just stay with us as we explain this entire process to you, because Jim and I were both creating our own information products at the time. I was creating Double Your Business Productivity. Jim was creating How to Learn Like a Guru, and we both decided to document the entire process. We thought that if we could capture exactly how we did it, step by step, in a simple, easy manner, that other people could follow to get similar results as us. And again, let me add that disclaimer, results aren't typical. You know, your results will vary. But if we could do that, then we could allow other people to help further their education, make an extra income stream, maybe even give up their job, spend more time doing the things that they want to do when they want to do it. And these were people that were looking for a way to stand out from the crowd, be different, to package up their talents, their skills into the form of an information product, make a difference in other people's lives, and earn a good income in the process. And That's exactly what we did. You know, we completed our own product at the time. We captured the steps, we recorded the how-to videos, as you can see on the screen. We created handouts, PDFs, exercises, action steps for people to go through in order to learn the 9-step process for producing information products that sell like crazy. So what I want to do is introduce you to do what you love for your living 9-week intensive program. And this is what Jim and I put together. This was a result of all of our experience. It's a 9-week live intensive course where we give you the full blueprint of how to create your own information product, show you how to sell it, show you exactly how you can take your ideas, your skills, your passions, your loves, put them into a product, promote it, and then make money on autopilot, as we said before. But rather than this be just theory, this is a 9-week program where we actually help you create your own information product live on a call each week, and we build it and you build your product as we go through each of the modules. This is a hands-on program, and the end goal is for you to have your own finished saleable product by the end of this course. I know there's quite a few people on here right now that have been through this with us, and guys, it's fantastic that you're here again because you want to learn more. But this course, if you don't mind me saying, is an absolute masterpiece because this is all the stuff that we have learned ourselves and put into this package. Now, for this is for you if you want to share your message, if you want to contribute something to the world and make a difference for others. If you're fed up of being just a nobody online and you want respect and credibility that having success brings, and it's for you if you want to earn a passive income, which most people on here now have already agreed that that's what you want to do. You want to make a passive income so you can go and do other things, so you can set multiple ones of these little products up. Now, this isn't some rubbish little tiny course that you're left to do it on your own, because we hold your hand through the entire process. Teach Jim and I are there live for you for the entire 9 weeks as we go through this entire process. Plus, we have a question and answer call as well. I don't know if anyone's ever bought a product before that is, you know, a PLR product, a private label rights product. If you have, you know, just type into the box, because private label rights in my mind is a load of rubbish because everybody else is selling the same thing. You want something unique that other people don't have, not that everybody else has. Because when you have something that everybody else has, nobody cares. It's when you have something unique, something of value. And we've had people through that had no clue what they were going to actually sell. So, and what their idea was. And it's our job to help you understand what you can create a product for, create the value for. Now, obviously, with the amount of experience Jim and I have had, with the amount of money that we've made, this information does not come cheap. And the price of this course, if you wanted to come with us, is $1,297. Now, this is in dollars because most people here are from America. There's quite a few people in the UK. If you need me to translate it later or convert it, just let me know. But that is the price without any bonuses, without discounts, and without any concessions. And we've only got those dates available. So I'm not sure when we're going to be running this program again. If you miss out, unfortunately, you're going to miss out because we're not going to be running it again for quite a while. So what I want to do now is get straight back in with the content that we were teaching before and just ask you a question right now. How many times, and I want you to type into the box here, but how many times have you started something before, a project, started a website, started a business, had a great idea and done a little bit, and then abandoned and moved on to something else? Who's done that before? Type into the box loads, Stephen. Plenty of times. Donna, Pearly, abandoned many times. And this is what we do, isn't it? We are, well, I hate to use the phrase ADHD, but we do. The internet's opened so many opportunities that it's so easy to try something. What if you just focused, and what if you got good at something? So that's the question I basically just asked you, and most of you have agreed. Done it once, too many times, more than once, and it's very difficult to keep focused, isn't it? Well, let me ask you this question. What if you were earning just $10, or you can even say £10 if you're from the UK, per day from each of these projects that you started? How much money would you be making right now? let's say just 10 projects that you'd started. I mean, how much money would you be making per day right now? And you can type into the box if you want, or you just know that figure yourself. But ramp that up to per month. How much money would you have you left on the table effectively because of this problem, because of your because of being scattered, because of trying too many things? Yeah, a lot of money. And you know, a lot of people do that. We all dig lots of little holes, never get to the bottom, and literally 3 feet from gold. So that's why I created Double Your Business Productivity and the Results Machine software, and that was to keep the focus for people, to allow them to focus 100% and to teach them the strategies in order to keep the focus so you can get things done, so you can start to create your own product, so you can start to create a passive residual income stream. Because as you've already said, there are a lot of noises and a lot of challenges online. It's so easy to go off track, isn't it? So Jim, I know the next point in the model is absolutely key. In fact, without the next point, well, you haven't got anything, have you? And so far we've got create your own info product, you've got, or you create your own thing to sell, ideally info product, automate your system.
You've got a system in place, and you've got the product there to put into the system, and now it's looking pretty good. In fact, I do a little offline business here selling 72-hour kits, emergency preparedness supplies. And we had this great ambition. We got the supplier together. We put together the funnel, how it would work, and how people would purchase. We put together a time frame. We were going to get together a big order. And we went out and we threw our brochures all around the neighborhood, went out every night passing out a bunch of brochures. In fact, it kind of looked like this. If you could imagine that our shop was set up in the middle of the desert. We had thrown these flyers out knowing that people were going to come in, and actually we were selling those blue barrels just like what you see there. And guess what? Not a person had called, not a person had come, and apparently we had missed out on communicating the right message to the right people at the right place. We were out in the middle of nowhere with no traffic coming by. And then we went to a store owner, the local grocery store, and said, hey, can we set up a table in front of your store? And he said, yeah, sure. So we did. He agreed with what we were selling, and so we set up this, and all of a sudden we had, guess what? That's right, people. They were coming by. They were buying this stuff. In fact, what's crazy about the whole thing is that not a half, but a large number of people that lived in the exact neighborhood that we had targeted, we had passed out these flyers to, they became our customers. They became repeat customers. We had identified the right audience. They just weren't biting on a flyer we were sending to them. So you start to see here, you can have a product, something to sell, and you can have a system for selling it. But if you don't have people coming through that system, you got nothing. And how do you get that? You generate the traffic. Now online, there's several ways you can generate traffic. That traffic comes to you through basically a free method or a paid method. The free method is there's blogging, there's SEO, search engine optimization, there's natural search engine optimization. There are lots of these techniques and tactics, and we can help you with those. But the idea of getting traffic of a free type coming in is huge. But also you can pay for traffic. The traffic you pay for, you pay out money for some solo ads or pay-per-click advertising or some other method, and people come to your funnel, to your system, if you will. So you can invite people to come to your system and invite them that way. And the last one, the one that Gavin mentioned earlier, is to have affiliates, people that you're connected or tied to. They share the success that they've had or the need that your product meets the needs of the audience, and boom, they're able to deliver on that. So these three methods of getting traffic, affiliate, paid, or free, is that key piece in terms of generating traffic. No traffic, you can have the best system in the world. If nobody's going through it, it's not going to do you much good. And of course, what's going to help you with the system and people going through it is going to be the fact that you've got a product that meets a need and solves a problem. So
yeah, absolutely. From what Jim said, guys, I just want you to imagine something for a second. Just either close your eyes or think about it, but imagine, just go ahead in time a little bit. You've now got an information product set up. You've created it. It doesn't matter how you've done it, but you've done it. It's ready, and now it's something that people want because you've managed to align the target, that you've aligned the message, the market, you've created the sales copy, etc. And obviously we've shown you exactly how to do that. You've got a product. Now what you've got is you've got an army of affiliates who are hungry to sell your information, and they go to their blog, they go to their website, they go to wherever they promote your product. Now you've got tons and tons and tons and tons and tons, hundreds or thousands of visitors coming in to your capture page every single day, which then sends people through, like we systemized before, sends people through to your sales letter or your sales video and starts making sales for you. And again, just imagine being in that position where everybody's talking about you all over the place on the social networks, on Facebook, on, how would that feel to you? Would that be of benefit to you? Again, I want you to type into the box, because keep up the participation, because you're doing such a fantastic job. If you did have your own information product, if you had an army of affiliates and a group of affiliates, and you were making money on a regular basis, is that something that you would want to do? Again, guys, type into the box, let me know. Because if we're teaching you something that you don't want to learn, then we're going to have to go back a step. But I want to make sure people are talking to me already. Donna, fantastic, and I know you've been through this program before. Sorry, Gav, it's all ifs. Yeah, absolutely, it is all ifs, but it always starts with an if, I believe. And whether you believe that, I don't know, but it all starts with an if. It all starts with putting one foot in front of the other. That's exactly.
And that's the beauty of, like we said earlier, passive income comes as a result of the work you put in to get the thing up, to get the rock up to the top of the hill. Then you can let go, and it just goes crazy. Gavin, you want to slide ahead here, one or two slides? I think, yeah. So those are generating traffic, lots of different ways. And then, of course, from there, we now are to the next phase of what's the fourth item? What's the last piece, the last little key? If you have it in place and you turn it, is actually going to open the door for you. Now, in Gavin's story, if you look at it, there's the key. It was clearly there. All the keys are there. He had a product, so we've talked about that. He had a way to deliver it, the website, and all the technologies he had to put in place with that. And by the way, those technologies sometimes get in the way, as they did for Gavin early on. But with his experience, and I've been a webmaster for 12 years myself, so the technology pieces we can offer and help you with. And then beyond that, then you have the generating traffic. And there were two keys to the traffic that Gavin got when he did his product release. One was the JV partner, but that JV partner had a key business asset that if we skip it or we don't build that asset for ourselves or have it with others, we're going to have a problem. What would you think that asset is? Leads, okay, excellent. So leads would be one of those things that Mark says. What are others saying? Lists. Leads, list. Yeah, so list, absolutely. You've got to have a list of people that you're going to communicate with. Those previous customers, those past customers, those people that you have a relationship with is the other fourth essential element. Communication channel to an audience. And that's not just driving traffic, but it's actually audience who knows and is involved and engaged in the topic. The fact that Marianne, the partner he JV'd with, had this huge list of people that were loving that topic, that became the avenue. It became essentially, that list is, what is it, Gavin? It's the foundation of your business, isn't it?
Yeah.
That foundation is what you build on. And that because you've got that in place, you now have something you can build upon. So there's a couple of key elements here that we've gone through. The product itself, part of the foundation. A system, a way to deliver that product. A way and a method for driving traffic. And part of that being to have a list of people that are customers that you've worked with in the past, as well as people that indeed trust you and or your partners to move forward with. So those are the four key elements. Again, you want to make sure you've got those down. Create, automate, generate, and communicate. With those four pieces in place, you now have the single fastest way to earn a passive income for yourself online. These things in place, yes, it takes a little work. There are ways to help you get that done. And that's the beauty of where we're going today.
And that that list, when she sent me all those leads, I had personally had a small list myself,
Oh,
But
that's right. And it built your list
because
at the same time.
yeah, exactly, and by affiliates sending you traffic, you end up building your own list, which gives you the ability to not just sell one product to, which we talked about before with the price, with the amount of income that's potentially able to be made, but you can market your other products if you create other products, or you can market affiliate programs when you have those in place as well. So I just want to check that we're still. How can we learn more about affiliates suited to your own unique product, Zena? Contact me later, Zena, and we can speak about that. Just drop me a quick message. Donna says trust is the key. Now, guys, I just want to make sure that we're still on the same page, and I still want to make sure we've got everybody still here that started before. So who said at the start of this webinar that you wanted more money and more time? Again, type into the box if you did say that to start with. Mark says me. Michael says I did. Graham says me. Christian, me. It's coming in too fast now. Donna says me. Leslie, you, me. Sorry if I'm missing anyone. Yes, I did. Me too. Holly says. Because we're all on the same page, aren't we? We all want something more for our life, and we're all willing to do things to get that. Philip says, of course. Now, would you say that that's an outcome or a result? A result of having more money and more time. Now, if you want to produce that result, what have you got to take? And again, type into the box, what do you have to take in order to produce a better result? You need to take better action, Christian. You win. You win the prize. First one there. You need to take better quality action on a daily basis. And if you want to take better quality actions, guys, again, type into the box, what do you need to make better quality? If you want to take better quality actions, you need to make better quality better quality decisions. Absolutely. Someone got that one there on the butt about what you do each day. Because if you're doing the wrong thing, it's never going to work, is it? And working on the stuff that creates leverage and passive income is the key. And working on the other things is foolish, isn't it? It's not what you need. So if you want to make a quantum difference in your results, then as you've seen all the successful people at the start of this webinar when we showed the screenshot of that, most of those people had their own info product. If you look online at all the top marketers, and I'm serious, guys, who that makes a lot of money online or who that makes even some money online doesn't have their own product? Wouldn't you agree that most people do have their own information product? And wouldn't you agree that they all started somewhere? They all started not knowing how to do it. They all started learning. You guys have already said, and we've already talked about investing in education and how important it is, haven't we? Now, what if you made a breakthrough? What if you just learned how to create an information product that sells like crazy? Where you can set multiple ones of those little products up. If you wanted to create multiple ones, it's absolutely fine to do, because then you earn passive income on each of those little items, like passive cash machines. What if you had a step-by-step process that shows you exactly how to put it all together in a simple, easy manner? What if you had Teach Gemini on hand to ask questions for, to guide you through the process, to hold your hand every step of the way, and you also had a group of people with you to bounce ideas off? What if this was the last piece of the puzzle that you've been looking for, which brings you in money literally whilst you sleep, or go to the pub, or spend time with your partner, or do the things that you love to do? What if you finally got serious? And what if you did what all the top marketers are doing? What if you were able to set something up once and leave a legacy for yourself and for your family? Guys, do you think it would make a massive difference to the quality of your life? Yes? Yes? Yes, Donna, Graham, yes, sure, absolutely. These people here are people that have been through our program before. They're real people who had real problems and real challenges when it came to creating their own information product. And they had a message inside of them. They had knowledge inside of them. And some of them didn't even know what they wanted to do. They didn't know how to package their product. And they came through the program. And by going through this course, they were able to implement the 9 steps to create an information product, and then have something at the end of it that they can then go and sell. So if that's the thing that's holding you back, then that's what you get. Now, many of you, I don't know if many of you guys know of Kylie, but Kylie came through our program as well, and I think Kylie might be here right now. Kylie, you know, you've done an awesome job, and there's a Donna, Pearly. I can't quite see who else here has been through.
Possibly Leslie, depending on which one it is.
Yeah, so there's quite, I mean, there's quite a few people that have been through, and
we've had through too. So I mean, there's a couple.
yeah, and I mean, you can see there, Kylie. It's great to go through this program with you. But guys, I don't know if some of you here have had coaching with us right now before, and you know that Jim and I charge normally about $200, or in fact more than $200 per hour. In fact, mine's up to over $300 now per hour, and I'm talking dollars again. So if you guys in the UK are not quite sure, if this was just coaching, then this course would be well over $2,000. But you don't just get coaching, do you? This is what you get. You get 9 weeks of training broken down into 9 modules and 3 phases. You get 9 live webinars. That's 1 webinar per week, where we go through the content for the week and we review the previous week's content. You get the 9 question and answer calls, where Jim and I will be there live to answer any questions that you may have. You get full access to our members-only back office, which has got all the trainings, all the PDFs, the worksheets, and the recordings in there. You get full access to our private members-only Facebook group. Plus, you get the 21 video presentations, which will walk you through the entire process of creating your product from idea to reality, and you do it live with us as we go through. So at the end of the 9 weeks, you have your own product. You have your own sales machine in place. Now, as I said before, the price for the program, $1,297. Now, guys, I just want to ask you this question, because we've had a bit of banter so far, but how many of you here have been on other webinars, and at this point they normally go, hang on, let me drop the price. I'm going to give you a special offer. Who's been on a webinar before, and out of interest, who wants a special deal? Because are you expecting a special deal just for you right now? Guys, type into the box. Is that what you're expecting? Now, because you've been such a great audience, what I'm going to do instead is crank up the price to $1,997, because we like to be different, guys.
Well, we like to put value where it is. That's what it should be worth, right?
Completely. And guys, I am joking. I'm kidding right now. You know, I'm not being serious, because we are going to give you a special price. But here's something you have to promise to do for us as well. And I need you to type into the box now. But when you come along for this special price that I'm going to give you in a second, you've got to be willing to give us a testimonial at the end of the program to tell us how, and tell other people how it's helped you create your product and make more money in your business. Guys, type into the box, are you willing to provide a testimonial at the end of this? I need to see you typing into the box, guys. Otherwise, the price stays as it is. Fantastic, 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 fantastic. Sorry, my screen just paused there. So, guys, here's what we're going to do for you right now because of this. $297 is the price for today and today only. And when I give you the link in a little while, you have to act. Now, remember earlier when we talked about you guys not having enough time, and you said, I don't have enough time, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed, I'm overloaded, I've got too much to do, I can't focus, I'm completely all over the place. Guys, do you remember that before? Because what Jim and I talked about before, and I can't believe I'm going to do this because it is actually going to put me almost out of business if I'm not careful. So I need to be careful here. But guys, what I'm going to do, or what we're going to do here, is ramp up the value, because I realize there's something that's missing. There's something that you may need to do as well. And that is give you a copy of Double Your Business Productivity alongside the Do What You Love for Your Living program. Now, this is $497 in value. This program is not even on the market right now. In fact, you can't even buy it. You're going to get a copy of Double Your Business Productivity, which will help you get focused on whatever it is that you need to get done so you can start to get things done, create your product, move forward, focus, eliminate all the distractions. And just to kind of be even crazier, because we talked about this, I understand the need that people have right now to create a product, because there's so many courses out there that try to teach you it but don't really succeed. So the other thing I thought, or we thought, could add value to this package for you, and this is insane, it's crazy, it's mad, and that is to give you a copy of the Results Machine software as well, which is $197 in value. You get the full Results Machine, which will literally allow you to take all the information, and guys that have been through the course, take the information that we have given you in the Do What You Love for Your Living program every single week, take the action items, input it into the Results Machine software, and so literally you just press a button and it tells you what you do, and you just go to work and you get it done and you get it finished. Now, who would want a deal like that? Who would want an offer like that? Do you think that's a powerful combination? Now, you're only going to get this bonus if you sign up, or these bonuses, should I say, and this price, if you sign up within the next 5 minutes. And here's what you need to do. Now, to get this deal with the full Do What You Love for Your Living program, plus the fast action bonuses, plus, which is including double your business productivity and the Results Machine software, I need you to write us a message into the chat box right now, or send it to us privately. Just say, yes, please count me in. And then we're going to hold this offer for you until later. So guys, what time? Well, I'll come to questions after. This will be recorded. Please count me in, Mike. Guys, I need you to type in within the next 5 minutes. I just want to ask you, just keep typing in as I go through this program here. And guys, I'll come back to questions. Keep them there in a minute. I'm going to start the clock right now. I'm just going to get to my timer, and I'm going to count down from 5 minutes. And the timer is kicking down right now. So keep coming in. You've got 5 minutes. I just want to ask you, I want to get you to do another exercise quickly. So I want you to get your pen and papers out quickly. Guys, just type into the box if you want to be included. Somebody just said, I don't understand. Just type it into the box, and what I'll do is we will honor this deal later, because in 5 minutes, basically, the price is going to change. The bonuses are going to go away, or something's going to happen. This offer is only available for the next 5 minutes. So what I want you to do is get out your pen and paper right now and write down the amount of money currently that you make every single month. And I'm just going to do it in a notepad file here so you can see. Currently, this is what I did. And guys, I just want you to write down the amount of money that you currently make. I was making $1,500. It was actually £1,500, but I'm going to say $1,500. So guys, that's how much I was making at the time. Now, you don't have to type this into the box. You can keep this to yourself. And that's what I was earning at Carphone Warehouse. Now, what I want you to do underneath this is write down the amount of money that you think that you could be earning if you were living at your full potential. Living at your full potential. So if you stopped living small, if you lived the strategies, the mindset, the desire that you have, if you stop living small, how much money do you think you could make per month? Guys, type in to the box right now, how much? And when I did this 5 years ago or so, I forget exactly how long, but I wrote down $10,000. That was how much I thought I could make if I started living big. Now what I want you to do is subtract the number, subtract the low number from the high number, and what do you come out with? How much money do you come out with? For me, it was 8,500. How much is it for you? 50,000. And that's absolutely fine. You know, everybody's got their own figure. This is your numbers, guys. These are not my numbers. You don't need to copy my numbers. I want these to be your figures, because if you want to get the growth here right now, I need you to take part in this. Now, do you know what that last number is? And guys, you've got 2.5 minutes left to decide about that offer. So again, if you want to get access to what I've just shared with you with the bonuses at the current price, then you need to act fast. I want you to tell me now, what do you think that last number represents? I'll tell you exactly what that last number represents, because I know you're thinking about other things right now. That last number represents the amount of money that you're currently leaving on the table, because you know that you have more to give. You know that you have more opportunity. Now, times that number by 12, and what do you come out with? Again, just play along. Times the figure by 12, how much do you come out with? For me, it was about $102,000. $102,000. Now, the last figure in a second that I want you to write down. I'm going to tell you in a second, but guys, I want you to just make sure you've got these numbers down, because you're going to see, you've seen the growth and the power and how much potential you've got that you're leaving on the table right now. But write the last figure down here. Write the last figure down, 297. $297. And guys, I think you know why I'm asking you to write that down, don't you? That is the amount of money, the amount of investment that all you need to make today to start to kick that into action, to start the ball rolling. Now, what I want to do, if I can get back to my slides, is give you a guarantee. Because what if we guaranteed this program? If for any reason you came through it and within 30 days you felt you didn't like it, you didn't want it, there wasn't enough value, you weren't happy with it, whatever, we gave you your money back to reverse the risk. What about that? What about even if you get to keep the bonuses? Now, that is insane, and that was not something that we ever talked about, guys. You get to keep.
That's crazy,
the
Gavin. You never talked about keeping the bonuses. You just said you give the money back.
I know,
That's nuts.
And I'm just thinking now, guys, this is incredible. You guys that have been through this program before, and people that know us know of our integrity, know of our value, don't you? But what I want to do now is VIP treatment for one person only. Now, guys, Jim, I think there's probably about 10 seconds left on the offer. If anyone wants to get access, just type in right now, because that offer is literally about to close. I think it may already have done so. There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sorry. It didn't have the noise on it there, but I had to throw the sound out there. But yeah, oh my. Look at this. This is great.
Okay, guys, VIP treatment for one person right now. Let me just bring back my screen very quickly. Who wants a special deal now? An even more special deal. I need you to type in now. Play with this seriously, because you've got to be in it to win it. I need to just start my presentation again from the current slide. Guys, who wants a special? VIP would be great. Yes, now, because I'm going to choose somebody at random in a second. You need to have your microphone or speaker available if possible, guys, because I'm going to bring you on the line in a second. I would love to. I'd love a special offer. Would love a special deal. Guys, type in, because any second now I'm going to choose, and I'm not going to choose anybody that I'm going to choose somebody completely at random now, and somebody, you're going to be on the line. So if you've got your speakers, again, type in now. Type in right now. Who's got their microphone and speaker? Special offer, special offer. Mike, I'm going to unmute you, Mike. Now I've just got to find you here, and then I'm going to explain what there is available. Mike, let's bring you on. Hey Mike, can you hear me? And can you, are you got your microphone on, Mike?
I have it on, Gavin. I can hear you.
Awesome, fantastic. It was great to have you here, and congratulations for raising your hand for that. Now, what I want to do is, I want you to, you don't need to say anything just yet, but I'm going to go through what you're going to get as part of the VIP package here. And this is special, this is unique right now for Mike. Here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the full Do What You Love for Your Living program, value $1,297. You're going to get double your business productivity, the full course, value $497. You're going to get Getting Things Done for Internet Marketers, which is an extra bonus that I'm throwing in just for you, value $197. You're going to get the Results Machine 3.0 package, value $197. You're going to get the Wake Up Motivated course, which is value $191. Plus, you're going to get 30 minutes of coaching with Teach Jim or I, which is value at $170. Now, the total value is $2,549 right now, and that is what you're going to get if you want to take advantage, but you're going to get it for only $197. Now, before you answer live on this call, guys, I just want to check with everybody else. If Mike says that he doesn't want this offer for any reason, who else would want this deal? Who else would want this? Guys, just type into the box again. Me, TD says, who else would want an offer like this? If we were going to do one more, or if Mike doesn't want it, because I'm going to go for this. If Mike says no, Mike, I'm just going to ask you now if you would like to take advantage of this offer, and then all I need you to do is hang around until the end of the webinar to claim it. So is it something that you'd like, or would you prefer me to hand it out to one of the other guys?
Yes, I'd like it. I feel guilty for getting the $100 savings, but definitely I would like it.
That's all right. It's absolutely fine. I appreciate that. Well, if you hang around, and we'll just make sure that that we get that sorted for you. So I appreciate you for putting your hand up and being part of that. I'll put you back on mute right now. All right.
Thanks.
Take care, Mike. Speak to you soon.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Bye. Guys, one quick question. If I was going to offer one more of those, who else would want it? Type into the box again. Let us know who else would want it. If I was going to offer one more of those. Again, I need you to be in it. I need to hear you. I need to hear that you want to be in it, because what if you raised your hand earlier in the 5 minutes, and we can see who that is, what we're going to do is give you this. We're going to honor this package for you, which is all of these bonuses. The total value, you get it for $197. And what I'm also going to do, if you decide you want to go now, I'm going to make this, the sale, the web page available in less than 2 minutes. If you take advantage within the next 10 minutes, you are going to get this price as well. And that's everybody who wants it, but only within the next 10 minutes, and then it's gone. The bonuses, some of the bonuses are going away. The price is going back up to what it was before. So guys, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to mute here. I want you to go to a website in a second. I've just got to upload it very, very quickly, and you can see me doing it here, just so I can make sure that this is here. Make sure you go there as soon as I've uploaded it and take advantage, and I'll show you exactly where you need to go in a second, because this is going off the market. Now guys, that should be available. Let me just bring up my slides. Go to www.getleveragenowcom/special. Make sure you go there right now. That's www.getleveragenowcom/special. Jim, could you just check that that link is now working all right, please? Guys, when you get there, you need to enter the code special123. Jim, I don't know if you can hear me still.
Yeah, I've got you. I'm going to check that out right now.
Cool.
I'm just,
Sorry,
I've typed it in there. I'm clicking on it. So
awesome.
Sure,
guys, enter the code special123 in the coupon code box, and you're going to get the full discount.
There
You'll see it breaks it down. I may even go there right now.
Yeah, it works fine. It's Europe.
Let me just show you what to do. getleveragenowcom/special.
And you can click on the link that I just put in the chat box there also.
Awesome. Guys, I need to just start the timer again right now. getleverage.com/special.
Holly, guilty like Mike, though. Don't feel guilty. Gavin's just gone plain crazy. We're going to take advantage of it for a few more minutes.
Yeah, let me start the timer. Let me bring the link straight back up. Guys, make sure you sorry. I need to make sure I get my from current slide. Make sure you enter the code special123 into the box, and let me just get back to it. So if you need to see how to do it, you go to the secure registration form at getleveragenowcom/special, and all you need to do is come down to the coupon code box, go special123. That's the code that you add. You add it to the cart. The code is special123, Zena. Which I just typed in there. You'll see this was a price we charged at this course not long ago, $497, and you'll see here the discount of $300, which actually is more of a discount than previous. So the price you'll pay today is $197 if you take advantage in the next 10 minutes, well, less than 10 minutes now. Guys, has anybody got any questions? That's what I want to check quickly right now. I just want to bring down Zena. I don't know if you've got that. Let me just type it in unless Jim's already done so.
No, I haven't answered the questions yet. So
that's all right. I've just done that. So special123, getleveragenowcom. Guys, has anybody got any questions?
The time
zone
zone
with the trainings and webinars and calls be given in. They'll be given in, as far as I'm aware, it's going to be 5 o'clock on a Saturday, which will be the main webinar, but they will be recorded. And dependent on how other people want to do this, we may do it
5
at a
o'clock
different time.
your
5
time,
o'clock
right?
my time, which is GMT time, which is 12 o'clock your time, Jim. No, 10 o'clock your time, Jim.
Right, that's 10 o'clock our time here. And so Mountain Time would be 12, Pacific would be 9. That makes it Central 11, Eastern Time noon on Saturday. And so those are the times that we'll offer those. Those will be Saturday mornings. And of course, because of Saturday mornings, life goes on, family shows up, whatever, we do record those. And so that does give you the chance to actually see the live presentations, the discussions, and the questions answered live. So that's a good question there.
Kylie, I don't know if you're still on the line, and Donna, I don't know if you just want to come on for a second and just explain. I don't know if you guys have got your microphone with you. Kylie, just type in if you have. Donna, just type in if you have. If you want to just say a couple of words, just about what you experienced before. I'll bring you on now, and I'll go through and answer a couple of questions. Kylie, I'll bring you on first, and then Donna in a second. Kylie, you are unmuted, and this is completely unscripted, so feel free to take the floor.
Hello, can you hear me?
Certainly can. Yeah.
Yep. I obviously did the course back in December while switching jobs, moving house, and changing careers. So looking forward to going through it again with more focus this time. Thanks, guys. But all I can say is they add lots of value. The system itself is absolutely fantastic. It's very clear. I'd highly recommend it to anyone. I've just about finished my product now and just going to do the course to put some finishing touches on it. So look forward to launching it in the next couple of months. Awesome,
fantastic. And what was the and not to put you on the spot, but what would you say the one thing, the one big benefit, if people are on the fence right now, why do you think they should go for it?
Definitely the consistency and the help along the way. I mean, I had nothing. I was a complete newbie, and I think that it made me think about my product, what I wanted. But the webinars each week and just having someone kicking you slightly, getting things moving.
Just a bit.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Kylie. It's good to hear from you as well, because I know we haven't spoken in a little while. So we will be speaking again soon.
Thanks, guys. You're great.
All right. Cheers. Donna, I'll bring you on in a second. Stephen said it's 5 p.m. GMT time, 5 p.m. That's evening for us, because there's no way I want to be getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning. So we want to do this because I know there's some UK guys here as well. What other investments would be necessary? Well, Jim's one of those people that likes to try to do things on a complete shoestring budget.
I actually target the education market, and those people don't want to spend a lot of money, and so I use a lot of open source and free tools. Gavin laughs at me sometimes, but as we're recording this webinar, I'm doing it with a free tool that is recording it, and Gavin's paid the money to do the other side. So a lot of free tools. There are an occasional service that you do want to have, for example, like an autoresponder that'll cost you, what, $10 a month or something, Gavin? So there are some minor incidental charges that will come into play, but it's not major dollars and cents investments. Most everything we offer is under $100. I know there's a couple that borderline at $100, but again, not probably requirements, but definitely add value to the business proposition.
Definitely. I mean, it's a business at the end of the day, and we've got to run it and treat it like a business. There's always some overheads. Having your own website, which is obviously a server issue, having your own server. But you can get started very, very low on cost, and you can create websites. There's free website tools out there. If you want to go upwards, then you can go for something like Optimize Press, which I think is about $70-something. But pretty much, you just need something to have your capture page and to get your system all set up. I just want to answer one more question, and what I'd like to do, if possible, either bring Mike or Holly on. I can see that they've come through so far. They've joined. I just want to find out why, what kind of pushed you over the edge. In fact, let me just bring you on very quickly. Mike, are you willing to come on the line for a couple of seconds? I don't know if you've got your microphone there. If not, then Holly as well. Sure, Mike. Let me just. unmute you very quickly. I think I've got the right mic here. I'm not sure if I think there's a couple on. Hey, Mike.
Hi, Gavin.
How you doing?
Can you hear me? Good.
Yes, absolutely, perfectly. So I was just interested really to find out why, what your motivation was for coming on board and what you're looking to get out of this as well.
Well, a couple of things. I've been working with affiliate marketing for a couple of years with little success. I mean, I've had some sales, and I bought your time management tool a few months ago, and you had given me a free consultation. We talked for 30, 45 minutes, something like that.
Yep.
And do you recall that conversation?
Yes, yeah.
I talked about losing my wife and stuff, and you gave me
Yes,
this
absolutely.
idea.
I certainly do remember that.
I'm working on that project right now, getting that Kindle book together. So just using your past product that you sold me there, and I came onto this. I've been on your mailing list for a number of months now, and I watch for your emails coming in. And anytime you offer something, I take a good hard look at it, and I know that I need to develop a product myself, and it's been something that's been in my mind for a while. Kindle was my first start at it, and now I'd like to kind of, I guess, raise the level on that, and I think this is going to help me do that.
Absolutely.
And I know with you there, it's going to definitely be a plus. And I've seen Jim around the internet too. I think, Jim, were you part of the Tribe syndication?
Yeah, I've been fairly active in that for a while, and I backed away for a while as I was refocusing in some other directions. But coming back, yes, TSA, I've been involved in that for a while.
Yeah, and I've seen your work around the internet too. I haven't actually been a subscriber of yours, but I've followed your name a little bit. So I'm sure with the two of you, anyone that's joined this program, I'm sure you're going to get something out of this.
Yep.
I feel confident about that.
Well, fantastic, and it's great to speak to you again, and thanks for coming on, and we look forward to speaking to you soon.
You bet.
All right, Mike. Take care.
Take care.
Bye. Just want to answer a quick question. Sorry, Zena, for keeping you waiting there. Zena says, since I've just met you, what is the source of your expertise? What's the source of expertise? Well, I mean, I guess Jim can explain his in a second, but I've created multiple information products and made a fair amount of money online. I've been involved in network marketing, in information product marketing, in information, in affiliate marketing, and productivity is also one of the main areas that I focus in. You said that your website is up and running. It's a nutrition and dietetic website that's already completely free, even the diets. Do you think that you can still help me create an information product in relation to these? Well, let me ask you.
Gavin, I took a second and went and looked at her site. It's very, very well polished, very professional look, and yet the offers that she has are these free services. But yet sometimes having a product, a checklist, just a simple little physical something to hand to somebody adds additional value and incentive. And as we talked about that system and the marketing funnel in that system, having a free offer or just even a low price product, as Mike just said, he's bought things from Gavin before, and so because he's bought something before, now he's more willing to come in and experience things more fully. Those are all pieces that come into the puzzle when you have a site like yours does. Yours is there, very, very nice.
Yeah, and let me ask you this, Sina. I don't know if you've ever done any research into the health and wellness and diet industry, but let me just ask you how many products there are out there and how many people are selling them, because wouldn't you agree there are literally hundreds? And I think, yes, there are hundreds, therefore you could say, well, the market's saturated, but you could also say, well, there must be something there that people want, that people are willing to pay money for. And that could be an opportunity for you to separate, if you've got the knowledge and the skills that a lot of people don't have, to separate yourself from the crowd and to impact and reach other people. Because the big challenge with free stuff, and there's a lot of free stuff, but people don't take it seriously. People don't even I don't know, but from my experience, people don't even implement free stuff. People only implement stuff when they value it and truly value it. So does that answer your question? Not at all like my website though. Well, I mean, we can do some more consultation work on that, because remember, you also get a 30-minute consultation with us right now. So I'm going to keep this open for the next couple of minutes, and then, guys, we're going to be off the line. Zena, but to see what I have, you would have to look. Much appreciated. That's absolutely a pleasure. Anybody else have any questions? Again, go to getleveragenowcom/special to make sure, and type in the code special 123 to come through. If there's no other questions, I think, and Donna, I didn't bring you on the line. Let me bring you on the line, Donna, very quickly if you're still there, because I said that I would. Donna, if you're unmuted, bring you on. How you doing, Donna?
Okay, did you hear me?
Yeah, we certainly can.
Well, I took the course. I was a newbie. I was totally scattered. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I ended up by the end of the course, and I tell you, you guys really pushed me. You pushed me well, and I needed that coaching, and I ended up putting in an opt-in box on my blog to create a list, a good list. I wanted my own list, which I have achieved now, and I'm working on my second paid product. And it worked out really great because now everybody's demanding webinars, and because I get so many people in my fold right now in my niche of social marketing, and I'm teaching people that. And right now I'm counseling one-on-one, but it got so out of hand I have to start doing webinars. So this stuff really works, and it really focused me onto what because I have like several passions, and it focused me on the one passion. It made me do some research on keywords, stuff I didn't know how to do, but I have to thank you guys because you really increased my business.
That's fantastic, Donna, and it's great to speak to you as right now. What I would just ask quickly is, if somebody's still sitting on the fence, what would you say to them now? And I'm hoping that you're going to be coming back through the course again, because it's going to be fantastic to see you. Guys, there's one thing that we have allowed members who have been on our course last time to come back through it again when we do it live. And you guys, to come back through it again complimentary, I think is incredibly powerful if you wanted to. So there's people that have been through our course in the past that are coming back through again, and you'll get to meet them. They've got a lot of experience. People like Donna, people like Pearlie, people like Kylie. So yeah, I mean, what one thing would you say, Donna, if somebody is still sitting on the fence right now?
Oh, I would say just do it, because I see there was a question there that someone was a newbie, and I think this is great for newbies because it really kind of focuses you and makes you go inward to see what your passion is. It kind of defines where you're going to go and what you're going to do, and all the other great stuff that you teach us. And it's, I don't know, I've taken a lot of courses and not like this one. This is really totally, I mean, supportive. And the other courses were just like, here's your course, whatever. And there's no support. Where I find a lot of support here, and that's important. It's real important. So I would say go for it, because at the end, I mean, you're gonna work hard. There's no doubt about that. I worked hard. You guys really, like, I would say, here comes the whip,
and there's no such thing as a free ride, is there? And I think when people realize that, in order to make money online, you've got to do some work. You have to, and that's what we're there for, to take people through that process.
Yeah, and you did. And, you made me work. And without you guys, I probably just would leave it on the table and go to something else and keep on floundering. But it was highly successful once I got it done. And now I'm working on my second one.
Fantastic. Well, that's it, exactly. So once you've got the one, create it, set the passive income stream up, move on to the next. So I look forward to speaking to you again soon, and hopefully seeing you on a couple of the webinars.
Super. Thank you.
All right, Donna. Take care.
Thank you, Donna. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye. Teresa, I see you've just come through as well. Would you are you TD registered on here? I think it's you, Teresa. If you're happy just to come on.
Yes,
I know you've just come on in as well. Would you be happy to share a couple of words just for a few minutes? Yeah. All right. I'll just unmuted you right now. How you doing, Teresa?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you. So yeah, I mean, I'm just interested to see what was the driving factor for you to come on our coaching program this time around.
I think it's because I have been working offline and my business there has done well, and I want to, um, I basically want to create more of the passive income because, uh, well, my mom is dying.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry
And
to
I
hear
need,
that.
yeah, I need more time. And
Yeah.
so I think that, um, yeah. Sorry to bring up such a sad
No, no,
subject.
no, no. I completely feel for you and understand, and it's
Yeah,
it's our job now to help you get the information that you've got inside of you, to be able to put it into a product and to be able to set up the infrastructure and that you have the motivation as well. You have that drive to get something set up, and maybe you just need somebody to walk you through, as we said, literally by the hand, and kind of give you that extra push and the support and guidance that you need to get it done, so you can then go and do the things that you need to do. So,
yeah,
no, I appreciate you sharing that. It's very very powerful. So, thank you, and I look
Yeah.
forward
sure,
Thank you,
to
Teresa.
working
Appreciate
closely
that.
sure.
with you as well. Great. I'll pop
Absolutely.
you back on
Okay,
mute now, so I'll be in touch very soon.
okay, thanks.
Thanks.
There was a question, Gavin, about where do we start and what do we do next? I
Yes.
don't know if you want to try to address that. I know that we talked about a Thursday night call
Yeah.
to at least launch things and go forward from there. I know somebody might not be able to make that in England, or if they want to stay up till 3 in the morning, they can. But
Yeah. Well, I think what we'll do, if there are anybody from England as well, then I will we'll do another call at a different time
okay,
as well. But
that'll work great.
what will happen next is you've just submitted your payment, and what we'll do is you'll receive an automatic email. You'll receive login details to our back office. If there's any problems along the way, let me just give you well, in fact, you'll get my email address. Let me just write it down on here as well, so you can email me, Gavin. Let's go gavinmountford@gmail.com if you need to email me for any reason. If there's any challenges with getting through the sign-up process, you will receive login details to the back office, and then over the next couple of days, I will send you out your bonuses once I've processed everything there. So you'll get those via email. Then what we'll do next week, we will have a kind of an orienteering session, or a getting started, or a kind of introducing session, where people will come on. You'll meet up with either Jim or I, or both of us, on a call, and we'll just find out a bit more about you. We'll get to know each other. We'll find out what's going to happen through the course, and then next Saturday, Module 1 will launch. So you'll be getting straight into getting access to Module 1. You'll have the webinar, which will be next Saturday, which will kickstart you to get started, and then we'll go through the process each week, which will be at the same time. We normally run the webinar at I think we said 5 o'clock. GMT, or 12 o'clock Eastern time.
5 o'clock p.m. and 12 Eastern, 10
That's it, yeah. 12
Mountain.
o'clock. And then we'll do a webinar, or a question and answer on, I think last time you did it on a Tuesday, Jim. I'm not sure.
And that's typically how we like to work it. So it's broken. The week's broken. I'll probably have a Saturday and a Tuesday. Saturday, Tuesday, and you have a little working time in between those. So sure, yes.
Yeah. All right, fantastic. And if anyone else is sitting on the fence right now, you may notice I'm keeping this open for a little bit longer for you whilst we're here answering questions. Zena, I see you've come through. Fantastic. And you look forward to consultations from Jim and I. I don't know if you want to say a couple of words quickly on the line, just to see what. Just type into the box if you would like to. If not, then no worries. Just to kind of explain why you decided to come on, Zena, if you're there. If not, no worries. And guys, if you've got no other questions, then we'll wrap up. I'm going to take the offer off the table right now. What I'm going to do is put the price back up to $297, take away some of the bonuses, and I'm going to leave it up for a little bit longer, because I know some of you guys here right now might be thinking, I want to do it desperately, but I need a bit more time to make a decision, and I want to honour that as well. So unfortunately, you won't get the 197. You will pay 297, but you've seen the value in the course. 297 is an absolute steal. Double your business productivity won't be available, and also the consultation calls with us will not be available either. So I'm going to leave that up, I think, until it's going to be first thing in the morning when I get up to take that page down, and then I don't know when the next time we're going to go through this course is. So again, you have a couple of minutes left before I shut this whole thing down and take the page down. But if you want to get in now, go to getleveragenowcom/special. Make sure you enter the coupon code special123. And as I say, if you want the price right now, then do it right now. Let me just give you a quick recap right there of what you're getting. The full Do What You Love for Your Living program. You'll get Double Your Business Productivity course, Getting Things Done for Internet Marketers. You'll get the Results Machine 3.0 full package. You'll get the Wake Up Motivated course, and you'll get 30 minutes coaching with Teach Jim and I until I close this off. And then, as I said, some of those bonuses are going, some of those offers are going. It looks like nobody else has got any questions, so all that is left to do is for me to say a huge thank you to you guys for being here. And there's quite a few of you still on the line, which is fantastic. It always amazes me. There's something holding you back, and I don't know what it is, unfortunately. I know many of you are sitting on the fence. It's like, I want to do it, but there's something still missing. What is it? And unfortunately, I can't address that. I can't help you with that unless I know about it. So money is tight. Yeah, no, absolutely. I appreciate
absolutely.
I appreciate
Life
that.
is crazy.
For a lot of people. It is. And money, definitely. So, you know, and we've tried to make this as valuable as possible because we realise the recession, we realise the challenges that people have right now. So we've tried to, and there's no way on earth we could bring it any lower and make a profit. And obviously we're in business to make a profit, but me giving away so much stuff, it's most of my product line that's on the line here for a short
What do you do for
time.
business next month?
Well, yeah, I'll take this package off the market,
Yeah,
and this is a special that won't happen again. So thank you guys. I know I'm
Thank
just
you all,
racketing you
really.
constantly. And Jim, thank you as well.
And thank you, Gavin. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you coming online and being with us today. Wish you the best of a great Saturday. Go and have a great day. Family, friends, enjoy some of that. And get your plates clear for next week so we can get started and get rolling with this.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be in contact over the next couple of days anyway for everybody that's bought. And what may be a good idea is we have our 30-minute consultation early so we know what you want to get out of it. Thank you guys, and appreciate all your thanks and all your support and all of your typing into the boxes and taking part. I hope if you haven't bought the product today, Do What You Love for Your Living, then you have taken something away that this is the most important thing, and you need to, at some point, you need to create your own info product if you want to make money online for long term. And you do have what it takes. You are skillful and you are knowledgeable. There's always something inside of each one of you. So
absolutely.
I shall end the webinar, and thanks again. See you soon. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon, Jim. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
The organizer has ended the session, and this call will be disconnected.